Good morning, everybody. So today I am finally going to show you what I have so far for my licensed kits. I believe some of these have not been opened yet. There's at least one that I'm definitely not going to open, and it's my most expensive kit. And the reason being, it is so well sealed, and I want to keep it preserved in case I do not get to it, because I can resell this. And I'm going to disclose right now that I paid, I want to say, at least like $67 for this kit. I had to like haggle for that price too, because originally it was $70 before shipping. So I'm just gonna dig through my bin. I have it mixed with a few other kits, and I'm just gonna grab the first one I see. And I also do not have the prices. I either bought these from Walmart where the listing's no longer up, which I believe I only got one from Walmart.com, by the way, not in store. So people that owned these previously can resell them on there as well. And the rest came from eBay. And since, you know, it's from eBay, obviously they're not going to continually sell the same kit, because a lot of these can be hard to come by. So yeah, I can't link anything, and I don't have prices. All I'm gonna say is the least I paid for any of these is probably $30, but most of them cost a significant amount. So the first one is by Dimensions, and I totally would have opened this beforehand if I had realized it was in a crinkly bag. I think I repackaged this one myself. You've probably seen this being sold by Joy Sunday, so the Joy Sunday brand actually did rip this one off, which is why you haven't seen me buy it and review it, even though I love Peacocks, because I already have it, but I have the original. So, let me see. 9 by 15 inches, and that is 22.8 by 38.1 centimeters. It says down here, it's a 14 count. And you can probably tell that it's coming on a colored Ada. I probably should have also mentioned all licensed kits, or at least all of them I have. Well, no, because I bought 3, but they're kind of weird, and I'm probably just going to keep the thread and throw the kit away because they aren't what I thought I was purchasing. So, besides those 3, the rest of these have no picture on them whatsoever. So this is the fabric. It's kind of like this offish yellow. And it does not come serged, but originally, or usually, fabrics don't, at least from what I've noticed, because I do have a collection of fabrics at this point. It's really firm, so it definitely has stiffening agents on it, or at least I'm hoping that's why it's firm. And that's fine by me, because I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. I stitch my counted in my scroll frame. Here's the picture without glare. This is part of the pattern. I'm trying to see which way this goes. Okay, it goes just like this. Okay. So not a whole lot of color. It's just kind of symbols on white or blue squares, and then obviously the different colors for the different colors in backstitch. And I'm not really sure how to read these actually. So the colors aren't numbered, but here are some of them, like right here, pale yellow, white, gold, all that stuff. Details. I'm wondering if this is back stitching. And you can see that it's a partial because all these white ones you don't stitch, which is why the 8 is colored. So it kind of blends in on its own and naturally. They do have a needle for me right here. Oh, sorry, I should probably... They have a needle for me. And I'm sorry, my nails are a little bit dirty. I did some hardcore cleaning this morning. And these are the rest of the colors. And they, oh, it looks like they tell you up here what type of stitch you're doing. And so, all the symbols, so you do still get a legend. And, that would be sticking out too much. Let me just pop my needle back in there. And then we have the colors, and this floss is firmer, but it feels more like cotton. Oh gosh, this is, woof. I don't like that it's wrapped like this. I should probably fix that when I put it back. Okie dokie. Hold on. Oh goodness. So it's harder to brush out because it is so long and tackier like real cotton. So they keep their threads up in here and they give you a line for each thread you're supposed to have. You can kind of just pop them out as you go. And then you can just see them up through here in the back. You can also peel it if you want, but I prefer to just pop them out because I don't want to mess the whole thing up to get one. And hold on. Oop. Looks like something's on its own over there. Hold on. I just want to be able to fold this up in here because it's so long and I don't want to wrap it again. Fold it in half once, then I'm just gonna drape it for safekeeping. Let's get this guy out of the way. It looks like this one didn't fit on their card, so it kind of came in its own little thing. It's like half wrapped. No, it's stuck. Okay.
Right below that.
Sorry, that was Amanda. I was watching one of her videos and I have other stuff I have to do really quick, so I have her on pause so I can record this video, do the other stuff I need to do, and come back and continue watching where I left off. So look how long these strands are. They're massive. And so this is just kind of like some cute little peachy color. Come on. Some cute little peachy color, which is also going to be the background. And I will unwrap this and come right back to show you what these look like so you don't have to wait for me to struggle. That took me longer than I want to admit. So just more of some bright, happy colors. Those beautiful peacock colors that definitely belong in this kit. And that's kind of all there is to really show with this kit. So I'm not going to open up and go through this one because I did review this. I'm not sure if this is licensed or not, so just in case. And I obviously don't know the name of it, but I did get this on AliExpress during their choice deal. So this is the one I got from Walmart. And honestly, I think all of these, if not all but one or two, are 14 count. So this one's really sealed on there, and I'm just going to keep it that way. I'll do my best to keep the glare off. Here, I wonder if I can... No, because you can see more like this. So I got this one because it just kind of reminds me of Maine, which is the state I'm in now. And I absolutely love this part. This is the part that probably sold me on it. The beehive and the honeycomb and the bees. Corn. It's corn. And then a nice lovely little rose. And you can probably tell from the background here that it is on kind of a tweedy type Ada. And down here are the colors. I'm seeing the number 30 and I'm nope, wait. 40. Well, I'm not sure, but again, I really don't want to open these if I don't have to. And this is, I'm not sure, Jan Lynn. And yep, 14 count, 6 strands. And this was probably the second cheapest. So the first cheapest one I have is a hedgehog kit, but it's done up in my bedroom and it is a whip, and I already did go over that with you guys. So you go back to my very first whips video and you will find it. And I believe my whips videos are in their own playlist. So this is my next one. This is probably the most expensive one I was searching for. But I did find it secondhand a lot cheaper, but it is very hard to find this legitimate kit for the price I got it at, which I'm not going to say because, you know, I don't want anyone upset. It's not a competition. But I did spend weeks and weeks and weeks before finding it at a price I thought was affordable secondhand for me. So it's a Riolis kit, which is the same brand that my hedgehog one is. So this one I believe is actually wool instead of cotton, and as you can see, it's just this cute little wall hanging. And I think this one might be 18 count. Nope, 14 count. Okay. So right here it looks like it's saying it has wool, acrylic, and cotton. This I think. Oh, it's a blend of wool and acrylic. So there's 12 colors in that, and then there's 1 color in cotton. I'm not sure why they would do it that way, but it is what it is. And then you got the 2 hangers and a needle. And I already have opened this one because it's secondhand, so they already opened it before I had. And it's not pretty. And I just don't want to repackage it because it has the, you know, to prove. You know, it's one of their kits. So here is the top half of their chart, and this is just paper, and it is a partial. Super easy to read, lots of color blocking. And then kind of your instructions here in English. I can't read that, and Dutch on this page. And it's not double-sided, so this is the second chart, which is the middle of the pattern. You see that dark arrow right there that's pointing, that's the middle. Super beautiful, and it's a very nice large pattern as well. And on this one you can see they have French, Spanish, and Italian, so they're making this accessible to many people. And then the final chart. And right here you have all of your symbols, and this is how many strands. So this is color 4 and 5. You're using 2 strands of 4, 1 strand of 5. So you see that scalloping on the edge there? the fabric doesn't come like that. You have to DIY that. And they give you instructions on how to do that here. And that kind of freaks me out, which is probably why I haven't started this, because I was so excited to get this kit. But see, they show you how to do that, and I have no confidence in myself to do it without ruining it. So here are the top and bottom hangers for this piece. Let's go over these first so I can get them out the way. This is just kind of like, you know, a company card type thing. And here you can see all of the colors. And it looks like there's 13 colors total. Oh, and the 310 is the cotton, because it doesn't have the halo around it and it feels like cotton. But they're just such nice, lovely purples and greens. It's so simple. There's not a ton of colors to be using. And Riolis does give so much thread, because even with colors on my hedgehog one, there was like barely any in the kit. So I just did all of the stitches in that color, and there's still so much of it left. I'm not sure what this is, so I'm gonna put that back there, the front image. All right. So this is very stiff, so I'm wondering how easy it would be to even do the scalloping on the sides. But nice and firm. You can see through it. It looks darker in person, I promise. I have my my camcorder's brightness up for recording quality. You can see needle right in here. It looks a little thicker than what I would like to use, so I'll probably size down, and let me just push this up. Nice and long, huge piece of Aida. Really big. Here. Will this all fit? Yep, this is it folded in half. So, more than likely, I mean, oh goodness. I think what I want to do is find the center, mark it, count out each way, see how much of a border I would have left if I were to stitch this, and then just kind of put needles in it like how this one's here, and just put those in the sides and then attempt the border. That way, if I mess up that border, I can just buy a new piece of Aida instead of like stitching it and then messing up the border. So, you know, safety first, because I really don't want to screw up this whole kit, especially with how expensive it is. So these are old school, and they've already been worked on, and they're kind of dirty. I still don't know what I want to do with them, but I did get these off of eBay as a group of 3 for super cheap. Let me just move that. So this is a dimensions kit, and it is printed, but the printing does not wash off. Your stitching over the printing is purely just to add definition and decoration to the kit. And I'm not sure which size this is. I haven't really looked at it, because once I realized they aren't the kits I want, I kind of just threw them in the corner and forgot about them. I'm sorry, my camera's out of focus. Hope it wasn't when I was trying to hold that up. And they, if I haven't said it yet, 'cause I'm just losing my mind, they did start on these. So this is the mesh. And I have no clue how to read the pattern. I have no clue what the stitching method is here. And then they kind of, it's see-through, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that or if they messed up. And then they also like sampled the threads along the side. It looks like there are, sorry about that, 18 colors. And it's so pretty, but I don't understand how this is done. So what I might do is undo all of their work with a seam ripper, and very carefully because I don't want to break any of this. And then we all know I have my own threads for replacement, so do my replacement threads, throw it in the kit, and then learn how to do this and do this myself, because this one's really cute. This one's salvageable if I'm willing to put in the effort to take all of this out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to figure out what she was doing here. And I could not even give you an estimate on how much these cost, because I couldn't find them anywhere online. So this looks like instructions. So, sorry I keep saying so. Down here it says to do lattice accents. Looks like you outline these flowers. I'm not sure what all rope is. And then the rest just have like colors, which I'm sure you fill in with a certain stitch. I would just have to figure out what kind of stitch. Okay, so it says continental or basket weave in the all stitch areas. And the all stitch areas are just where the numbers are. So I will look up how to do that on YouTube. And they do have all the colors and the DMC numbers. At least I hope that's DMC numbers, because I know sometimes these kits don't give you the DMC, but... Oh, it shows you right here. I still don't understand it. Charts don't really help me, so I, again, will just look up on YouTube how to do this, because it's a lot of intricate stitching that I've never done before, obviously. And she just kind of tossed the threads in this Ziploc baggie for me. Oop. So it looks like you're supposed to have some mixed threads, which I know she already used because that was what was on the side, and then more mixed threads but with purple in it. And it looks like, I should have opened this when I got it, because it looks like, I'm sorry if you heard that. There's like some, I don't know if they're digging a tunnel or what, but there's been explosions going on all morning, and it just completely rumbles my whole apartment. And it's kind of scary. It's like the third time this year it's been happening. But yeah, as I was saying, I should have checked sooner in these kits, because it looks like she gave me her floss organizer. The floss fly. It's a butterfly, if you couldn't tell. That's so cute. But it looks like she put these all on here. That's probably why she did put the sample colors up here, so she can kind of remember what number they are. So that makes sense to me now. But that's cute. I got a floss organizer for free. But look at all this beautiful floss. There's like some off-whites, whites, all these cute pinks, and then some brighter pinks, some minty colors, blues and purples. Lots of lovely colors in this kit, so I definitely want to figure out what on earth I need to do. And I probably will give it, I mean, it says dry clean only, so what I might do is kind of spot clean the outside with a damp towel, or just even cut it off. And then I wonder if steaming would hurt this. If not, I'll press it under something heavy to flatten it. But tons of cute colors. I'm really shocked it came with a floss organizer. That was nice that she left everything on there for me. Maybe I shouldn't have left it up like that. So that's the first of the 3 that came in that one listing. And it doesn't fit in this bag. I'm not sure why, but so that's this Dimensions kit. This next one is, here, let me just take this one out, because they're not They're like all cut anyways. So this next one is a horse, like a merry-go-round horse. Super, super beautiful. And I don't think this one is, okay, yeah. So this one is not printed. This is one of the ones I was gonna keep because also not a lot was done. So what I was gonna do is replace these colors, rip that out, or find my own, whatever this is called, like lattice mesh. I'm not really sure what this is called, but it doesn't look super dirty to me. It's just like a little wrinkly, so, and I don't know if it says anything about not washing it. I can probably find more of this at Walmart this weekend though, which is what I'm hoping to do. So I'm going to try and find more of this and just start over on my own, because where it doesn't need the printing like the other one does, I can replace it. Here's the chart, and obviously I'm going to have to look online and figure out how to do this kind of stuff and read it. So I think this is like back stitching the details right here. Okay, so that's just the detail chart. So that doesn't even matter until the main piece is done. Oh. I hope it's not missing anything because it looks like she cut it herself. Especially like up here. Womp. Oh, and I'm holding it upside down. Look at me go. So this is the actual work you do. So this is the actual chart you follow. And then here it kind of gives you like how to do those. Again, I'll figure it out eventually. And then here's just kind of like the cover pages. More instructions of those stitches. And now I see why she cut it weird. Looks like our color list. And then the codes are on there. And then they have like step-by-steps, which I will read if I ever get around to doing this. Fold that in half. And then it looks like they labeled them. Yep. So the numbers and then the names. Bundle 1, which is the Carousel. Well, it says Carousel horse. This is bundle 1, so they definitely separated everything. Pastel colors, more white and off-white. And then the rest, except for this one, I suppose. Well, at least she still labeled it. So cute pink. Looks like a lot more off-white, which is probably going to be background. A lot more white, which will probably be background. And then just a few that were separated out. Light pink, pale pink, green. So some of these look like, hold on, they're clinging together. So these two are separate pinks. This red's not really on anything, but it is a bright red with a little end of yellow in there. Come on. And these look like they might be mixed for mixed stitches. and then a light gray and darker gray, and then a white and a sunflower yellow. But for now, I'm going to keep this in there just so I can bring it to the store with me for reference. But I thought that was super cool, and I can still do it because barely any of the floss was used. So this last one is also printed, and again, not the type of printing where you wash it off. This one just kind of reminds me of a paint by number. This one is on actual Aida, so I already know how to do this. It looks like one of her French knots is kind of prolapsing here, so I will just take that one out and do it again. This one you just kind of stitch over the image, like fill in the white spots. So there's not a whole lot of work to this one. I might steam this flat and then fix all these loose bits coming out and then stitch this one because it's going to be a quick stitch for sure. So really, I guess it's just the first of these three where I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I don't know if all that effort's going to be worth it to me. Give me 1 minute, I'm dropping stuff on the floor. So it tells you what stitches to do based on the letter marking on it. So like here, they tell you to outline, which is back stitch, which is B, and 11 I'm assuming might be the color. Yep, 11 is the color because they numbered them in this one. And there is a gold in this kit too. So this one's pretty straightforward. She also marked everything down here with the colors. She made it really easy. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to do. It's just a lot of different things to do. So not a lot of work, but a lot of different stitches. So let's see, what is unmarked supposed to be? Sorry, I'm bringing this close to my face. So I believe the unmarked is just where you cross stitch. Oh yeah, let's see. Cross stitch all numbers without capital letters. So yeah, so there's cross stitch in here. There's couching, is that what it's called? French knots, lazy daisies, back stitch, and a satin stitch. And those are, I've done French knots before and back stitch, and then obviously regular cross stitch, but everything else is new to me. This would be really good to practice. So what I'm probably gonna do is rip out those French knots because I'm not enjoying how those are looking, and just go at it myself, because yeah. I'll keep her stitching in though. Yeah, because she crosses her legs the same way I cross mine. I go from bottom left to upper right first for my first crossover. So, and it's super cute. Minimal work, but you still get the adorable image. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm fairly happy. I'm gonna stress fold that a little bit to try and make this flatter. See, all filled in with like the purples and stuff. It's gonna be really cute. Here. Those flowers right there are gonna be there. So just a lot of nifty little things you can learn for this, or from this. I'm gonna move this aside and then grab the threads. So they're kind of a little bit stuck together. These ones are super thin. Super thin. Let me just pull them apart. Whoop, whoop. Alright, and then we have our purples. And again, she kindly labeled everything. I'm not sure if they came like this or if she hole punched it herself, but she did label them. And then right here it comes with some gold, which we all know I have like a ton of. And I believe this is for outlining because I think I saw it under outlining details. And then she put 4 on her own cards, her little, whatever you call these. And she separated them out too. Like, this woman puts a lot of prep work into her cross stitch. This one doesn't have a lot. Looks like it may have had more. It's probably the one she's already been using. So, but like I said, she already did the stitches in this color. I'm just going to rip out the French knots she did in it, and thankfully there's some left so I can go do those French knots again. Ooh. I just don't want to pull anything out and mess it up. Alright, this looks like leftover. Separated out again, labeled, or this part's erased, labeled number 3. And then a darker pink, number 4. Okay, we're almost done. This last one is going to be a really quick look because, again, I do not want to open this one. It is sealed very well and it is very expensive. Alright, this one's a little bit shiny. Sorry, I can't really do much about that. This one is a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. I am so stinking in love with this kit. I would swear, but I try not to. And as you can see, it's Dimensions Gold. And look at those beautiful colors. And then look at the rainbow metallic threads. Look at those rainbow metallic threads. And then you can see there's like some gold sprinkled in there, and it's on a black Aida. And I believe this one is also 14 count. This one does not have any beads or anything special in it besides the sparkly threads. Just so gorgeous. I love it so much. That is all of my license kits I have to date. I do have a ton more favorited. I just space them out more because they are very pricey, at least the ones I want. I'm so sorry my video took this long, but thank you so much if you stuck it out to the end. I hope you liked what you saw. Feel free to screenshot pictures of this video and pop it into Google to like Google image search if you want one of these and are trying to find it. The last one I just showed you is obviously called Mystical Wizard, but the rest I'm not completely sure because I tried to search the names on their packaging and I just can't find a lot of them. They could be posted now, but I'm not completely sure. eBay is where I got pretty much all of these except for the one, so go check there. Thank you guys so much for watching with me today. Give the video a like so I can get some exposure so I can maintain this channel. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about these. Would you fix or finish those 3 dimension kits that were all cutesy pastels? And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, because if you liked it enough to watch this long, I think I deserve a new subscriber and a new friend. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!